You're going to get your tips every day. It's going to be deposited on your card. Meanwhile, we're just thinking about like, I'm saving time. I'm making my job more efficient, easier, no calculators.
Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We believe that all businesses need to build digitally first. We also believe that all businesses are in the hospitality business, whether they know it or not. Back in 2017, I launched this podcast from our barbecue restaurants in San Diego with a belief that I was not alone, that there were other incredible owners, operators, people that I could learn from, that if I only had the courage to reach out, look stupid, sound stupid, record enough of these episodes, I'd get to have people like our guest today. His name is Kevin Hildebrand. He is the COO of CRC Hospitality in Champaign, Illinois. Kevin, welcome to the show. I'm so excited. I read about the background. I read about the hospitality group, but I'm more excited to have you on and hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Can you high level, what is CRC Hospitality?
Yeah, so we now have 15 locations here, all located within, let's say, Champaign County. It's Champaign and Urbana here, right around the University of Illinois. They're all 15 very unique, different concepts in one community. So it's kind of a fun group we have. None of them are the same. So I don't operate 15 chain locations where I do the same thing. We're all very unique and different, but in one community.
That's incredible. And you joined in 2021, is that correct?
Yeah. So we have one owner. When I started working for him, just fresh out of COVID, basically, I was basically tasked with reopening 2 locations that he had. He had kind of dipped his toe into restaurants, but was not a restaurant guy per se. He's in the housing and apartment business. And really things kind of started to go a little bit better. And with his property business, he looked at buying a couple of restaurants. So we went from 2 to 3 to 4 to 11, and now we're at 15. So, I tell everybody locally, especially, and not even just locally in Champaign, but if there's a restaurant that's looking to sell, we've definitely looked at it at least to see if it fits the portfolio.
Well, you have such a diverse. Explain to me the portfolio. Explain to me the build out. Like, are you buying concepts and then running the same concept? Are you changing them, or how do you guys go about your growth?
I mean, our preferred is to, we just bought another one in 3 months ago now, maybe. I would say our preferred is to buy honestly a healthy, long-standing business. So we bought a restaurant in Urbana, been around for 35 years. I like to normally tell the staff, we want to retain the staff. We want to retain the concept. We want to retain, the image that's been built around that business for a long time and really take it into the next life per se. That doesn't always happen. We just announced we're actually going to close one location and rebrand it. This Sunday will be the last day of a business that's been open for 22 years. Mm-hmm. But that's not really our goal. Honestly, our goal is to keep the brand that's been built and has tradition. It's always easier to start a brand that has recognition and just continue it than build a brand from scratch.
For somebody that's never been to Champaign, what should I know? What should I know about hospitality in Champaign?
Well, everything revolves around the university here. So our seasonality is definitely student driven. We do have a strong community with a couple big hospitals and stuff like that, but very university driven. I would say we do a lot well. Having lived in Chicago and Arizona, I don't know that I can say Champaign does anything unbelievable, but yeah, we do a lot really well. We have concepts from pizza to food trucks to steakhouses.
When did you become obsessed with restaurant operations?
I don't know if I could really point a time. I would say I became obsessed with hospitality when I was 13. I was in golf. I started working in golf when I was 13 and really just loved customer service and hospitality. Went to school for business and golf management, actually, and was a golf pro for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Loved every bit of that, but honestly kind of got burnt out and took a little break and really dove into the restaurant side of things, which I had kind of dipped my toe in through golf, and I love it. I mean, every day is not the same. I'm not a sit in my office and do repetitive things. I like talking to people, dealing with customers, and working with our managers too.
What do you think has sustained you in hospitality that you didn't have in golf? Because a lot of people burn out in this business. We're grateful, obviously, to still be here. We have barbecue restaurants. We have a media company now. 18 years we've been doing this crazy thing called restaurants, and 8 years doing it as a media company. But people ask if we burn out, if we're burning the candle on both ends. And somehow for me, every day I'm more rejuvenated. I'd love to hear from you, kind of like, what is it about hospitality that's kept you sustained?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would not be shy to say, I like to tell even some of our managers, I kind of burned out when I was 25, 26 years old. Took a break, got into insurance for a little bit. Like I said, I'm a people person. I would definitely also admit I'm not a salesperson all the time. That knocking on doors and calling people isn't my thing. I love to talk to people, but actually selling isn't exactly what I love. So when I kind of found my way back in, maybe it was just because I hadn't been in restaurants my whole life. That wasn't my main focus per se. And I really just turned it into finding my passion of dealing with people. And I love working with our customers, but I love working with our managers too. And I've got some right now who I have to try to coach on not burning out. And I see the waves they ride. I mean, every week there's a few that are, begging me for this and begging me for that. And I can just see it's so burnout driven. And I kind of get enjoyment out of coaching them, like how to not burn out.
Yeah.
Hey, I had one last week tell me, I don't even want to do this job anymore. And I was like, well, if you don't want to do that job, I'm not making you do this job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's actually the answer. I think you do want to do that job. I think you are very passionate about that job. I think you need some help and some guidance. And I want to get you a stronger team who's going to help you get through it. You're not on your own. That's probably one thing I love about what we do. It's fun having 15 locations. Nobody is on their own. And we're super close. I mean, our furthest location is like 12 miles.
Wow.
And I think I just got out of a meeting where I was talking to one of our managers about how I'm so excited that I feel like going into 2026, we've had the strongest team and family we've ever created. So nobody feels like they're doing it on your own. And if you're not doing it on your own and you're having fun with the people you work with, it doesn't feel like burnout. Yeah. Everybody's working for the same thing and working hard equally. And we have a blast doing it.
How many employees do you guys have across the 15 concepts?
About 500.
Wow. 500. What do you do to maintain training? What do you do to maintain consistency across so many different concepts?
I would say that's probably the biggest challenge we have. Kind of like I said, none of the concepts are the same. So it's as much as I wish I said we had a corporate training and, you go here and you learn how to bartend or our cooks go here. We don't have that, which I miss a little bit. But it's also fun because, for example, if one restaurant is short staffed, I'm not saying all our staff is like, I'll go help over there, but I've got a core group of people who are like, I'll go anywhere. Like, you need somebody in the kitchen this Saturday. Tell me where I got to go. And that's also something that I enjoy, and it's fun to see us all work together.
So one of the coolest things for me about doing this show is we've been able to partner with so many great best-in-class restaurant technology brands, people that are helping businesses like ours do things more effectively, more efficiently, more profitably. Can you share a little bit about your Kickfin story?
Yeah. So that's kind of how we got connected, obviously. So I've been working with Derek from Kickfin for almost 3 years now. Met at a trade show with Performance Food Group down in Texas. They had a little trade show at one of their events. Had no intention of looking at anything, just kind of stumbled upon it and connected and thought, yeah, we should see what they do. How do they streamline tip management and things like that? That's always, I think, something that tips is a huge part of our business, right?
Yep.
So it kind of started with one phone call, and I thought, yeah, we'll try it somewhere. And honestly, 3 years ago, we tried it at 2 locations, and I never really kind of even back to like the story about like our company. I don't try to, when we buy a new location per se, I don't try to shove like our corporate structure on them, right? I like to crawl before I walk before I run, and get people bought into our team and our family of companies. So I never really made it anything more than just the 2 locations that had it, who had been begging me for guidance in tip management. Mm-hmm. They wanted it, so we did it. And probably about 6 months ago, I don't know why I was interested in doing it on a bigger scale, but I think it was when we were about to buy another location. And when we buy a location, I tell everybody, we have one accountant. We don't hire another accountant. We bring all of that business's accounting into our accounting. Yeah. We don't hire another HR person. We have a full-time HR person. They just take on more. Our payroll gets bigger. Our payables get bigger. Everything just grows, and it's more work on the admin staff. So at that point, I was just like, well, maybe we should look at doing Kickfin at more of our locations and see if we could streamline this and save some time. Mm-hmm. And what I didn't know is they had also released an improved platform, basically, with the calculator that ties into your point of sale. Mm-hmm. So we use Toast point of sale, and even our 2 locations that have been using it for years never used the calculator.
Oh, wow.
And then I sat in on a training with Derek's guys, and they showed me how the calculator worked. And I was just, my jaw just dropped. How much time we can save, how easy this is going to be for our managers. I always look for a way, especially if we're going to make a change, how am I going to sell it to our managers that it's a good thing to them, right? Yeah. I need our managers on my side. I don't need them fighting against me. Yeah. The calculator was a home run. I watched it, and I was just like, hey, you guys got to go watch this video. I'll get you the training. Mm-hmm. But I think this is going to be the way we're going to go. And instantly managers were just, I got to do that. I got to do that. And again, even like the managers per se, right? If there's probably a struggle with it, you got to get the staff on board too, right? The people who are used to walking home with their cash. Yeah. Well, the managers are on board, and the managers can then sell it to their staff about, this is going to be great. You're going to get your tips every day. It's going to be deposited on your card. Meanwhile, we're just thinking about like, I'm saving time. I'm making my job more efficient, easier. No calculators like, oh, you want to know why you got what portion of your tips or why it went somewhere? Log on. It says what you have. Yeah. And so we've kind of gone one location at a time. We try not to transition everybody because that's a lot of work on our admin staff, but location by location, we've been adding it to every location in our portfolio.
Do you remember, you said the beginning, the first 2 restaurants, they were looking for a solution. Do you remember what the process was before Kickfin?
I think primarily just, where's my money go? From the staffing side, like I've got to get an envelope. I've got to wait till I see the manager. you know, the manager's worried about like, well, I have to lock up the tips because I don't want somebody stealing them. Everybody's gone through that headache of somebody claiming their tips were stolen. Oh yeah, I was supposed to have an envelope and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Now we got to have an argument about where the envelope went and why you got this. And so that was really where it went. And I will say although this isn't a huge piece for us, right? You know, I know they sell it on less of the bank runs. We're not going to retrieve cash every day. That's a nice perk for us. There's no bank runs to go get cash every day. Having a safe full of $10,000, $15,000 just so you can tip your staff out for their credit card tips every week. So for them, I mean, those 2 locations, they jumped on board and just loved it.
What are you looking for when you're evaluating technology partners for your restaurants?
I mean, primarily right now, I would say I have no intention of diving into the AI world, but I know it's there somewhere, right? Yeah. But efficiencies, you know, what can we do to create systems? I think for us, we're a little unique. Like I said, we're not all the same. Mm-hmm. So it's finding what systems work for all of our concepts, ideally. Using a streamlined payroll system, using a streamlined tip system. And I mean, in this case with the calculator and everything, tying them in is just so key. Integrations with Toast. Not saying Toast is the answer for everybody, but man, it's been an easy button for me and they do a lot really, really good.
Yeah, I sit on the Toast customer advisory board. They're huge supporters of our content. Obviously Toast, Kickfin, our goal with this show, with the content, with everything that we do is just to learn from what's working. We have so many challenges. It's hard enough to run restaurants. It's hard to take care of our teams, take care of our communities, take care of ourselves. But when we find those special technology companies, and it's not only the products, it's the humans behind the products. You know, you'd mentioned Derek multiple times. We're looking for people that understand and empathize with the lives that we live. We're open, you know, we only close on Christmas. We're open on Thanksgiving. So I don't know what your guys' operating hours are, but, you know, as restaurateurs, we're always taking care of someone.
Yeah.
There's never, even when we're off, we're still somewhere on worried or thinking about what's next. And I think one of the most important things is just trying to find alignment and trying to share, you know, some of the lessons, some of the stories of the things that work. Is there anything else that's kind of been game changing for you guys that another operator that's listening might want to know about?
I mean, not that I can think of. Like Toast, I try to keep up with all their new integrations every day. It's almost next to impossible.
They got a lot of stuff coming out.
But I think you hit it on the head too. Yeah. I don't think we're alone in saying dealing with a human being is amazing, right? I like making connections with true partners, right? Who's going to partner with me? You know, not to get into the actual like vendor side of the world, but the vendors who get most of our business are the ones who pick up the phone and call us and come into our locations. I mean, if you're just hoping that I'm going to go on and order product from you online, you're probably not going to get as big of an order. You know, the people who are really, truly our partners. And, you know, Toast has been pretty darn good to us over 3-4 years. As we add at a location, it's so easy. I can send a text message and next thing you know, I have an account set up.
Yeah.
Kickfin, I emailed Derek, boom, done. It's set up. He sends me to another human being. Joel responds to me really quick. Let's get your integrations done. Mm-hmm. And right, I think we're all looking for what the easy button is at all times. And most of the time there's not an easy button. So when you really have somebody who's a partner with you and they make it easy for you, it makes it so much easier to do business with them and build that partnership.
What does digital hospitality mean to you?
Great question. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I think the name says it for itself, right? Hospitality in the digital world, right? What are we doing right here? We're talking about hospitality, and you're in California, and I'm in a totally different market.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fortunately, the internet, and it's a huge world, right? Social media, websites, Google,
third-party ordering, third-party delivery, online ordering.
Yep. Third-party ordering is a whole nother ball game. I mean, we're a pretty strong DoorDash partner. They're always all knocking at our door.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking with one of our locations right now. We're building a takeout section. Like we're literally changing the layout of our restaurant so we can do more takeout.
Yep.
Right now, we're too busy on Saturday.
This isn't takeout for the pandemic. This is like takeout. Like we're not doing, this is like, we're not in the pandemic. We're building takeout because takeout is a revenue center.
Yeah. I mean, obviously all the businesses functioned through COVID and found a way to do their own takeout, but then transitioning it when you had a full dining room, some of them did well and some of them didn't, but takeout's still a real thing.
Yeah.
And for example, this location of ours, I mean, we have a window to hold hot foods of like 6 feet and we serve 200 guests. But when we're busy, there's no takeout. I mean, quite frankly, we just turn it off and don't allow people to do takeout. And it's a huge lost revenue.
Yeah.
Actually, it took, to be totally honest, it took our maintenance guy, him and I were just chatting one day. He's like, you keep talking about this lost revenue. And he's like, why don't we just do this? Why are we not prioritizing building this carryout section? And I'm like, well, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. We need to run a little bit of wire and just put this warmer that we have sitting in the back from another location that we aren't using. You just need to plug it in and move a couple tables.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate to have a big maintenance team and stuff like that. But he was, I mean, even from his side, who doesn't see the numbers, he's like, even if we spend $1,000, you're telling me you're going to make $1,000 in one day. I'm like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to make $1,000 in a day.
Good point. Yeah. We have lots of restaurant owners that listen to this show, restaurant leaders. What advice would you give to them if you were to go back to the beginning of when you were working with the hospitality group, CRS, to where you are now? Is there anything that you messed up or that you wish you would have known now that you've gone through all that growth?
I think I mess stuff up every day. I don't know. Don't be afraid to take advice. Right? Like, don't be afraid to listen to a podcast and be like, oh, what are they doing? Because I don't know everything. Yeah. Right. I mean, it's another reason why I try to have good partners who we work with. A lot of times I try to ask our partners, what do you see out there? I feel like I get closed-minded sometimes. And especially for the small business owners, if I'm operating 1 or 2 stores, I'm sucked into that business probably all day, every day. Yeah. I don't see what's out there. Right. So taking all the advice you can from every angle, don't have an ego. I was just trying to tell somebody today about I feel like I'm probably the least egotistic person you can have. I don't think I have all the answers, right? Yeah. Take as much advice as you can and just view it as people trying to help you.
Amazing. If you guys are watching this or listening to this, what my grandfather taught me. I repeat it all the time. So it's something for myself, but it's stay curious, get involved, and ask for help. Curious people listen to a podcast. Curious people read books. Curious people go to trade shows to learn more, but then you actually have to do something with that information. So get involved, make some mistakes, hopefully move your business forward. And then finally ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to me anytime at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram, on LinkedIn. You can email me, Shawn at calibbq.media. Kevin, where do we need, when we come to Champaign, where do we go first? because we can't go to 15 locations.
What do you like? I just told you we don't have anything that's similar.
So I want to know where.
Don't say barbecue.
I want to know. No, I want to know not. I want to know, where do the locals eat? What is the local spot?
I would tell you probably the most surprising one. This was actually our first step. I'm going to obviously talk about our places.
Of course. I would hope so.
The most surprising one I had never been to, when our owner came to me and said, "Hey, I had somebody tell me we should buy this place. It's closing after 40 years of business."
Wow.
It's called The Ribeye. And it is what it sounds like. It serves ribeye.
Sweet.
And it serves it from 8 ounces to 32 ounces. It's got a 33 item salad bar. It's super old school. I talk about not making change. If we made a change, we actually put a filet on the menu. That was a big deal.
That's a big deal.
But they literally serve 4 items. They serve filet, ribeye, chicken, and shrimp.
Those are my favorite kind of restaurants. Keep it easy and simple.
But when before we bought it, when they were like, "Hey, we should buy this," I'm like, I'm never going to eat there.
Yeah.
And then I went there and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm missing.
Yeah.
And the local people love it. I mean, if you're looking for a good, it's not I also like to say right now, and in the market and economy it's not off-putting by price, right? We all know that price is a big challenge right now.
Sure.
So it's something that's palatable for most people, although it's obviously, steak and chicken, but it's a good meal at a decent price, and it's cozy.
Amazing. Well, Kevin, we appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. I can't wait to make it to Champaign one day. Never rule anything out. If you ever make it to San Diego, please come get some Cali barbecue. I'd love to show you around the restaurants that we've got. And that goes for anybody that's watching or listening. If you make it to San Diego, don't be shy. Reach out. We travel a lot. So we go to all the major trade shows. We love to meet the community. If you're listening to the show, we'd love to film at your restaurant. So don't be afraid to reach out. Kevin, thank you so much for your time. Thank you to Kickfin for getting us together. If you want to learn more about Kickfin, we will put a link in the description and also the article that accompanies this podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Stay curious, get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you guys next episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, you are part of the community. You're part of the tribe. We can't do this alone. We started, no one was listening. Now we have a community of digital hospitality leaders all over the globe. Please check out our new series called Restaurant Technology Substack. It's a Substack newsletter. It's free. It's some of our deep work on the best technology for restaurants. Also go to YouTube and subscribe to Cali Barbecue Media. Cali BBQ Media on YouTube. We've been putting out a lot of new original content. Hopefully you guys like that content. If you want to work with us, go to theshow.media. We show up all over the United States, some international countries. We would love to work with you and your growing brand on digital storytelling. You can reach out to me anytime at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. I'm weirdly available. Stay curious, get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you next episode.